Pokemon?
Yet another Pokemon I bet no one was expecting to be this high. Brunoregas took an underwhelming, frankly boring Pokemon in Cofagrigus and made it fresh and extremely interesting. Brunoregas may be based on the Ingvar runestones, which are large stones engraved by Vikings, which most of them even had a snake motif. Runestones were also believed to have mystical properties that conveyed powers of protection, wealth, and victory. But it may also be based on Apophis, the Egyptian god of chaos, who was often represented as a serpent. Needless to say, this is way more original than a sarcophagus. Aside from that, this Pokemon is very bulky, with its highest stat being defense, highest being 427. It can also be used as a Trick Room or Spike Setter, but it can even pack a punch with Earthquake or Shadow Claw. My only complaint is its evolution method. But that's really it, and all I can say. Brunoregas is original, badass, and fun to use.
Who's that Pokemon?
We've all been there, exploring a cave and suddenly a Zubat shows up. No biggie, but uh-oh, you ran out of repels. 5 minutes later, you have slaughtered at least the bare minimum of 45 Zubat, and its cry is embedded into your brain. However, if you decide to catch a Zubat and use it on your team, you'd be surprised at what it could become. If you show Zubat enough love and choose to put in the time, you'd get one of the best flying types out there, Crowbar. Crowbar is freaking good. It specializes in speed, with its maximum being 394. That's fast. It can also learn Roost and Mean Lug to piss off your opponent. Like most flying types, Stealth Rock is an issue, but in a casual playthrough of Sinnoh or Johto, I would recommend using it 100%. The best part is that Zubat can be found in almost any region. Next time you see a Zubat, which, let's be real, you probably will, remember it can become one of the best poison types out there.
Who's that Pokemon?
Here we have the original Psychic type, and one of the few Gen 1 designs that still look great today. Alakazam is the definitive Psychic type. It is based on magicians who could bend spoons with their mind, mixed with a fox or something. Its design really speaks for itself, it doesn't really resemble anything. Alakazam's claim to fame is its amazing special attack and speed, as well as an impressive move pool to choose from. Now make that special attack and speed even better, because now you have its Mega Evolution. I also love this thing's design, it's so goofy. Like, who needs that many spoons? In Gen 1, everyone had an Alakazam on their teams, because it was so busted. It essentially had no weakness. Of course that's not the case anymore, but Alakazam is still a fantastic choice for teams. Use it, it's good.
Who's that Pokemon?
Moth Pokemon are 9 times out of 10 boring or useless. Masquerain, Mothim, Venomoth, all boring. Gen 5 comes along with a brand new take on a moth Pokemon and well, they delivered. Now that's a moth. The sun Pokemon, Volcarona, is a 5-foot tall volcanic moth with a great move pool and even better numbers. First of all, its appearance and type. Bug and Fire is a fantastic type combo that I'm surprised wasn't done before Gen 5. The insect it's based on is the largest moth in the world, the Atlas moth. But wait, there's more. It's also based on the solar deity, a god said to control the sun. Basically a better Solgaleo. Any Gen 1ers out there still want to say they're running out of ideas? Didn't think so. Volcarona has an insane special attack for a bug Pokemon reaching over 400, and its other stats are great. Its special defense is better than some legendaries and is faster than Staraptor. It can learn Hurricane and Quiver Dance, as well as its signature move Fiery Dance. Oh yeah, and it's not even a pseudo-legendary. It's more of a legendary than Genesect, arguably. However, getting a Volcarona through evolution is a lengthy process, since Larvesta doesn't evolve until level 59. But it's all worthwhile, trust me. I've hatched Larvesta from an egg and raised it to level 100 just for fun.
Who's that Pokemon?
Oh yeah, here's Excadrill, a popular choice among Gen 5 players, and can you blame them? Excadrill is a bipedal mole beast capable of shaping its body like a drill that can drill through iron slabs. This is what a Monty Mole on steroids would look like. Excadrill makes him one of the strongest team members in any Unova playthrough. Let's dig right through his stats. His attack stat can reach a little over 400, which is already really good, which is on par with Metagross. The main reason Excadrill is so dangerous is because of his ability Sand Rush. To put it shortly, if Excadrill is in a sandstorm and he is EV trained in speed, it can outspeed Speed Form Deoxys. His speed is doubled. If you want the specifics, his speed stat can reach the max of 604. If that's not enough, his typing of Grounded Steel means he is immune to Toxic and Thunder Wave. Need I mention that he can learn Swords Dance? Do I need to say any more? Well yes, his design is the epitome of badass. If you so much as take a look at him the wrong way, he will rip your head off. Oh, and to remind you, he is a mole. I don't really know how Iris had one though. She was supposed to be a dragon trainer and caught like 2 dragons. Also, Excadrill is one of those Pokemon you love to use but hate to fight. That stops him from being any higher, but only slightly.
Who's that Pokemon?
Coming in from cyberspace, we have Porygon Z. Porygon Z is what happens when a Porygon 2 comes into contact with the computer virus, causing erratic behavior and an unusual design. However, this also causes it to have a superior special attack than its predecessors, with one of the highest special attack stats of any normal types, surpassing that of the Pokegod himself. Who says normal types have to be boring? Porygon Z's moveset is similar to that of Octillery, meaning he has a metric ton of choices, including Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, Tri-Attack, Nasty Plot, and Signal Beam. Disappointingly, this Pokemon has never made an appearance in the anime. I think we know who to blame for that one. Pikachu. He caused the explosion, it's all his fault. For those who don't know, the episode featuring the original Porygon had flashing lights that caused hundreds of kids to have seizures. Sucks to be honest. Also, receiving this Pokemon can be a pain as it needs 2 trade evolutions and 2 items are needed. It doesn't matter to me though.
Who's that Pokemon?
My main in the underrated Pokken tournament, as well as a unique design concept. Yep, it's Chandelure. When people say Pokemon designs are getting worse, many point toward Chandelure. But I'm sorry, Chandelure is way better than Electrode, Dugtrio, and many more older Pokemon. Just read his Pokédex entries. Instead of simply setting his prey on fire, it instead lures them in and then burns their very soul. That's messed up. In battle, Chandelure is no slouch either. It has balanced defenses and high special attack, and it even has access to Energy Ball to take care of the water types. Ghost and Fire types is also a unique typing that I'm surprised hasn't been done more. His voice is also shockingly cute. In recent years, people seem to have warmed up to this Pokemon, as it's now one of the most popular Gen 5 Pokemon. That's great to see. If you haven't already, please raise a Chandelure.
Who's that Pokemon?
It's about time. Here we have the Antichrist of Pokemon and the mascot for Pokemon Platinum, Giratina. This might be one of the most creative Pokemon I've ever seen. A 22-foot long basilisk-like dragon with ectoplasm tentacles attached to its vertebrae, capable of flight, changing forms, and manipulating all antimatter, as well as dimensional hopping. Holy shit. Giratina's typing of Ghost and Dragon is also kick-ass in every meaning of the word. Giratina has 2 forms. His altered form is the most defensive state, and then his origin form, which focuses more on offense, while also being more vulnerable. Giratina also has a signature move in Shadow Force, which acts similarly to Fly and Dig, but can pass through Protect and Detect with ease. I haven't even mentioned its home in the Distortion world, trippy as hell but admittedly dry on content. All in all, Giratina is my favourite legendary dragon, so much so that its cry is cemented into my brain. Just take a listen to it.
Who's that Pokemon?
My high flyer from the Sinnoh region. When it comes to normal flying types, I can't think of a better example than Staraptor. Compared to Noctowl or Pheasant, Staraptor is a freaking legendary. Despite its typing being overdone, I still find Staraptor to be special. A Sinnoh team is never complete without a Staraptor. Armed with a high attack stat and decent speed, as well as learning close combat upon evolution, Staraptor is a starling you do not want to mess with. Close combat in particular allows it to take care of many rock and ice type threats. The scythe-shaped comb on its head says it all, he will kill you. Being a bird of prey, his attack stat can reach over 370. That rivals Luxray and Origin form Giratina. Can't see Pidgeot doing that, and he even has a Mega. It even gets Intimidate as an ability. This is the perfect flying normal type, even more so than Toucannon.
Who's that Pokemon?
Mewtwo needs no introduction, it's Mewtwo. How can someone hate him? He is just as iconic as Pikachu if you ask me. Mewtwo has had important roles in multiple movies, has 2 Megas, a Shadow form, is playable in Smash, and is often the final boss of many spin-offs. Back in the day, if you owned a Mewtwo, you were the cool kid, and I see why. His stats are insane. His special attack stat is astronomical, and he is fast too. Needless to say, he has a big and loyal fan base. In the first movie, Mewtwo went through a perfectly written character arc. I'm not going to spoil anything, but please watch it. I completely understand why he is so loved. He can be caught in almost any region as a post-game reward. I honestly can't think of anything else to say without sounding cliche. Chances are you know how great Mewtwo is. I can't think of a better Pokemon to take us into the top 10.